overcast night here in Southern California as we welcome you inside Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Cincinnati Reds and the San Diego Padres. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Number 41 gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
In now, Jose Peraza, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for Cincinnati, shortstop, Jose Peraza.
First pitch of the at-bat. And underway downtown tonight as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, the Swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Renfroe has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, there's no doubt they really need Joey Votto to bust out big time. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Gennett, a 27-year-old. He was a 16th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And another foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Batting third, first baseman number
Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. First pitch on its way. Swung on but fouled off to the left.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Top of the first, just underway at Petco Park. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That goes foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Chopped weakly to the left. There to take it is Headley. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Homer Bailey will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Stepping up to the plate, Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Padres, center fielder, Manuel Margot.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Schebler is there. 1 out. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they're coming off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat.
Sliding stop by Jeanette. How about that?
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's the pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. Jeanette is there. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Padres down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Scott Schebler. He'll get us started in the top of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back. Just missed that one. Fouled that one off really hard.
High pop up. Catch made out there by Headley, and there's your first out.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
At the plate, Adam Duvall. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Duvall, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Full count now, 3-2. Eugenio Suarez waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the right. Hosmer has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting set, third baseman number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Galvis has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now for San Diego, Will Myers, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Winker has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on date. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Hunter Renfroe. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Duvall looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Hunter Renfroe leaves the yard with a solo shot. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Here's Chase Headley. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 6 home runs, and 28 RBIs. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Austin Hedges.
Into the box, Austin Hedges will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. Taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The 2-1 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in.
Catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Down to Headley at third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting ninth, catcher, Homer Bailey.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Homer Bailey. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Two out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Hit on the ground to third. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Boy, you're talking about a cardinal sin for any pitcher to give an opposing pitcher to give up a base hit, D-Row, on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, that's got to be so frustrating, the way this guy's been executing. But you know what? Tip your hat to the pitcher. Stuck his nose in there, kept the front shoulder up, and found a way to get himself a knock.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Margot will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Cincinnati. They still trail 1-0. So striding forward now, Freddie Galvis. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Ready, Galvis.
First pitch on its way. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. And that one stayed up a little high. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Fielded by Jeanette, and a rather easy first out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Digging in, number 41, and he's ready to take his first cuts. First pitch of the at-bat. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You know, D-Row, coming from a guy that made his living throwing a baseball, anytime a pitcher gets a base hit, I know that wasn't hit hard, but it's going to go down as a bullet in the scorebook.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's frustrating to watch the opposing pitcher get a knock, kind of the knock you expected. But you know what? He put the ball in play, and now he causes a problem.
Here comes the first pitch. Down the third baseline. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Corey Spangenberg.
Digging in to try it again, Corey Spangenberg. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Bailey with a look at first. Runner back standing. He's set and the pitch.
Nope,
and he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Working for the punch out and the offering. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. One left for San Diego, but they lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance? Scooter Gennett as we begin the top of the fourth.
Second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. The 1-0. Hit hard down the line. And no shot there for Headley. It's past him, a fair ball. Running hard. He's digging for second. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. In is Joey Votto now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Votto brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Gennett leads off second with nobody out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Set and the 2-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and it's a productive first out as that runner is able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, right fielder, Scott Schebler.
And that brings up Scott Schebler as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. A shot down the first baseline. but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And the changeup is way low that time. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Here now the 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. No balls and a strike to count. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. 0-2 the count to Suarez. Suarez is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Here it comes on 0-2. And it's 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Renfroe racing back at the track, the wall, onto the party porch, and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year as the Reds have opened up a 4-1 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
In now, Jesse Winker. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Into the box now, Homer Bailey, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Behind 0-2 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Reds 4 and the Padres 1. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Lifted in the air out to left. Duvall is over. 1 out.
The left fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
One away, and here's the 2013 American League Rookie of the Year, the power-hitting Will Myers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hot shot on the ground is short. Peraza is up with it. And that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hunter Renfroe. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down and the inning continues. The relay and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Here's Chase Headley. Pulled toward right center field. Winker is after it. But it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Standing in now, Austin Hedges, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bailey pauses. Here he comes 0-1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Winker coasts under it. And that ends the inning. One for the Padres on the RBI double from Chase Headley. We played 4. It's now 4-2. And here's Jose Peraza. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Just a bit low. Ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Margot's on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batter number 3, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Too high. Ball 3. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
And that brings up Scott Schebler, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Votto rounds the corner and is headed home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Reds leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Three and 0 now.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Duvall has it in his tracks. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, number 41.
Matt Caesar will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Matt Caesar.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. To short. Peraza loves it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Center fielder, number 7, Manuel Margot.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Bailey sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. (4-2) our score here as we play inning number 5. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. The 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Winker is in pursuit, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Stepping in, Corey Spangenberg. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, Hero. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out now.
Stepping in now, Eric Hosmer. No hits to this point.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Comes set, and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Spangenberg, the runner at first with 2 gone. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Hosmer in front now at 3-1 count.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. 5 innings complete. The Reds lead it 4-3. Jose Torres takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 76, Jose Torres.
Digging in and looking for more, Adam Duvall. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit up.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
2-0 to Adam Duvall.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for a cold strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Popped him up. Headley shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the 2nd out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
In now, Jesse Winker, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. And it remains a 4-3 game. Here's Will Myers. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Left fielder, Will Myers.
First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Winker has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Hunter Renfroe. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming, here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Tapped down the line, but it gets fouled. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Digging in to try it again, Chase Headley. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. A bouncer to the left side. Suarez comes up with it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey. And this remains a 4-3 game. Back here at Petco Park. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tucker Barnhart. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Jordan Lyles will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Jordan Lyles.
First offering on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Now the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Lyles, a 27-year-old who was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. Swing and a liner. Foul. Hit softly on the ground to third. There to take it is Headley, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The pitcher, Homer Bailey.
Phil Gosselin will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Phil Gosselin.
A ball and no strikes. Comes in with an average of 265. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Jose Peraza.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Peraza. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out. Reds are down in order, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 48, Jared Hughes.
Striding in once again, Austin Hedges. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
From the stretch. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. And quickly, there's 1 down to lead off the frame.
Up next for the Padres, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Ready for another chance? Freddie Galvis. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty. 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Winker is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jordan Lyles.
Alex Dickerson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 24, Alex Dickerson.
And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. 0-1. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Sometimes you just got to thank your lucky stars right there. Definite missed execution pitch right there. Eyes lit up on that pitch right down the middle.
Another example of how difficult it is to throw 3 quality pitches in a row. The first 2 pitches right on the corner. That one a little bit too much at the plate.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. His career line against Jared Hughes. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. First delivery to him on the way. Turned on down the line. And this will get by him at third down the line. It's a fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Corey Spangenberg will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Two balls and a strike.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Cincinnati bullpen does its job. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Reds are on top, 4-3. Craig Stammen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Leading off for the Reds, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Gennett's going to turn for second. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
In is Joey Votto now. This is in the air out to left field. Myers is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the two starters. Ready for another shot now. Scott Schebler. Last time through was a base hit. From the belt, the pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, be thankful the batter was sitting on something else, or that pitch might have went a long way. Those cement mixers, you get the barrel to them, they can be torched.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul for strike 2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And he misses there, 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Working to keep them in the game here. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 26. Right now is Lacey.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias. He's 1 for 4.
Hosmer.
First pitch of the at-bat. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel. The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Here's Will Myers. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Digging in once again, Hunter Renfroe. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
This catcher is not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. This one's down to third. Suarez has it, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Ready once again, Chase Headley. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1. Score holds at 4-3. Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Colin Ray enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And now a pitch on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. high and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
In now for the Reds, Jesse Winker. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Suarez aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Runners off for second. The 0-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ray, a right-hander going 6'5". He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
And here's Jose Peraza as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Two men are on with 2 men out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. And the runner is in from second. And he's in safely at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
0-1 the count. Comes set with the 0-1. And it's 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Striding in, Joey Votto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 3 runs already home here. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Reds out in front, 7-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 40, Austin.
Digging in now for San Diego, Austin Hedges. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Austin Hedges.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hit to short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Standing in, Freddie Galvis. He flew out in his last at-bat. And the pitch. Hit out towards second. Jeanette has it. Throw on to first, and the Padres are down to their final out now.
Up next for the Padres, pitcher Colin Ray.
Luis Torres will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Torres.
And that misses inside, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is lined into left field, and a welcome to the ball game there, as he's got himself a pinch hit single.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manuel Margot. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Torres leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. San Diego down to their final strike. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And tonight's final, 7-3. Cincinnati took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Homer Bailey notches his 3rd win of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for